What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are getting into Batman vs. Robin, issue number 1. The writer being Mark Waid, the artist Mahmud Asrar, and the colorist is Jordie Bellaire. This story is picking us up after the story by Joshua Williamson, the title of the series named Robin. We saw him go through trials and tribulations on Lazarus Island, and while he had won the day they took over the island, Mother Soul was able to make her way deep down inside and having the heart of Damian after he had been killed and then resurrected. She plans to do something very sinister. Now, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright guys, so as we pick up with this issue number 1, we are talking about Damian Wayne, the boy wonder. Coming from two separate worlds, his mother, Talia al Ghul, daughter of the demon, his father, the dark detective, and then Alfred died, convinced that he failed him. This truly did divide him and not really sure where his legacy would lie. What was the path moving forward for Damian Wayne? This is the path that led him to Lazarus Island. Now we pick up after that. Bruce Wayne has made his way back to the old Wayne Manor, not really sure why he is here. He feels as if something has pulled him here, as if he is supposed to be here. Now these days he is operating out of the downtown brownstone, leaving behind the Wayne Manor. This meant leaving behind a ton of memories. Trying to figure out why he even came here today. That is when he hears a knock on the door. Going over, opening up, and answering. This is where we see Alfred Pennyworth. Immediately, Batman starts going through the possibilities of who this could be. From Clayface to the Court of Owls. He says whoever is doing this, it is in very poor taste. But Alfred is letting him know that it is in fact him. Letting Bruce Wayne know that Damian is in danger from Bane. This would be the last thing that Alfred would remember before Bane had broke his neck. There is no way an imposter could possibly know this information. So the two of them, they sit down, and for a good hour, Batman is questioning him, asking him things only Alfred could ever possibly know. And he answers every single one of them, even suggesting going down to the Batcave to do a medical examination. Knowing how to get down to the cave, everything seems to be okay with him. He appears to be Alfred Pennyworth, but still Batman, he can't shake the idea that something is off. Once he gets down to the Batcave, this is when he sees it. This is when he knows that the problem, it is magic. Standing before him, we have Tim Hunter, Jakeem Thunder, and Damian Wayne, telling Alfred to hide because Damian hasn't seen him yet. He needs to figure out what is happening because he knows something is wrong. As he gives Hunter the cue, we see him use his power, use a screwdriver like a magical wand, and he throws the giant penny at Bruce Wayne. Damian commanding these guys, telling them to spread out and find him. From the shadows and from the smoke, we see Batman. He knows that this is Damian. He has always been egocentric, always been ruthless, impatient to replace him, trying to figure out, has Damian finally gone over the deep end? But knowing that something has happened, somehow he has been turned. He needs to find out why and find out who, quickly deducting that the other two are somehow under Damian's control. Tim Hunter being the world's greatest sorcerer someday, once he finally learns how to use his power. Thunder controlling the pen, the one that bottles the genie. And with that, we see the T-Rex in the Batcave come to life. Riding atop of it, they go charging after Batman, trying to move, barely being able to get away with his life. He tries to convince Damian to snap out of it. All of the costumes begin to come to life. and they start beating the heck out of Batman, while Robin perched watch all of this happen. This is when from the shadows comes Alfred, begging him to stop all of this nonsense. This puts Damian in pause, believing him to be dead, believing himself responsible for Alfred being dead. He said that it's a miracle, that he has dreamed every night of Alfred being alive again, but he also says that he is not gonna fall for it. He believes that this is some kind of trick, some kind of illusion, pulling out some knives, going to kill Alfred. Batman stops him just in the nick of time, the two of them making their getaway down some caves that are unmapped. As Robin and the others, they chase in hot pursuit behind them. They find themselves at an edge with nowhere to go. We see Robin come up and he is wielding a pistol, telling him that it seems fitting. This is his parting gift to Batman, closure, saying that the Batman's life ends today. It ends where it began, even doing a deep cut, saying the only thing he wishes is that if Batman had on a pearl necklace, shooting him multiple times in the chest. Him and Alfred go flying off the edge, being able to catch himself on something. The two of them are able to escape on the Batship. Batman currently in very rough shape. He had just recently reinforced his suit, material stronger than Kevlar. It slowed Damian's enhanced rounds just enough for the suit shielding to do its job. Both of them know that something evil has a grasp over Damian. They know they need to help him. Of course, Alfred wants to help, but Bruce says that he needs to get him out of the line of fire, that they just got him back. He cannot risk something happening to him. And they know that they are up against an enemy, one that knows their every secret, every weapon, every defense, every safe haven, and every hiding place. And they intend on rescuing him. That's what takes us to the Tower of Fate, with Damian being informed that the detective lives, that he failed his job. As he walks in, Hunter and Thunder, they both fall down to the ground, telling whoever his master is that next time don't bring me children. But in front of him, what we see is a whole slew of weapons, a whole slew of artifacts, anything at his disposal, anything he so chooses to use to bring down the Batman. From the Eternity Book to the Sword of Superman, picking up with Batman and Alfred, he is taking account of everything he currently has on him, which is pretty much nothing. But he did manage to grab one thing, a gift from Zatanna, a key that would open any door, and it would lead to Zatanna's house. This was a direct path to her, and since obviously they are facing a magical threat, she is the go-to expert. But upon getting inside of her house, this is where we see her strung up with a noose. Not living, not dead. She is being punished, and the Punisher is intending on making them suffer, making them feel this for as long as possible. All magic users. Constantine intertwined with the Swamp Thing, all of them in their own personal hell. Even Jason Blood, letting Batman know that a supercharged magic storm came for her, that whatever this is, it has to be stopped. Something is terribly wrong, and this is all Damian's doing. The news has made its way across the Dark Realm. Somehow, some way, Damian is responsible for poisoning magic itself, and those who wield it readily, they are paying an immediate price, telling him that he has to hurry because death is not off the table for any of them. To use the key, it will take him to a secluded place, a place that is new to him, a place that keeps all secrets. This is where he may learn exactly what Damian did. Picking up with Robin, he lets his masters know that what he has, what they are giving him, they are trinkets. To topple the Batman, he requires greater resources, believing that he is owed this much, because how else would the two of them have met one another? That, of course, is Mother Soul and Devil Nezha. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. It appears that the demon has risen. This is what Mother Soul must have been doing with Damian's heart, taking the heart of the demon deep into the bowels of Lazarus Island. She was able to bring forth the freaking devil, and in doing so, he has crippled every single magic user, to include Dr. Fate. This is not the first appearance of our devil. In fact, we saw him and I believe it was Batman and Superman. And we learned that this guy is super powerful, comparable to Doomsday himself. Some would argue that he is even better because he has the intelligence to understand. Add magic on top of that, and we are dealing with something that could take down Superman with great ease. And while Superman and Batman together were able to knock him back, he has been waiting for so long for his opportunity. And now his patience has come in the form of Mother Soul and Damian Waid to enact his revenge. He plans to have the son of the Bat be the one to take down the Batman. The ultimate FU, to make his own son be the one to terminate him. I'm not gonna lie, this issue turned out way better than I thought it was going to be. I really thought it was going to be a cheesy Batman versus Robin, but they actually don't fight one another. I am so pleasantly surprised that this was the outcome. I am really excited to see where this goes, how this all happened. The artwork was phenomenal. It had tons of awesome stuff in it, and it really has a lot of potential. You know, this Robin that we have seen ever since Dark Knight's death metal, it has been so much fun. I am loving the character development and seeing him grow. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything that happened with Joshua Williamson's Robin, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything that happened in that series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges all the way to me sending you free comics every single month. This greatly helps out the channel while also giving you a ton of awesome perks. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.